Africa is home to some of the brightest minds across the globe, young, energetic, and willing. Despite these qualities, identifiable problems of poverty, food insecurity, dysfunctional social system, youth restiveness due to lack of meaningful engagement is rife. With an estimated 364 million Africans between the ages of 15 and 35, the continent has the world's youngest population. Preparing this young population for the future has, however, been an age-long challenge considering the world's changing dynamics. The African Development Bank reports that while 10 million to 12 million youths enter the workforce in Africa each year, only 3 million formal jobs are created annually. Studies have also identified that not addressing the inadequate preparation for the reality of today's job market in school education will further plunge the continent backwards.
Everybody cared more about certificates. Now we understand that certificates, though not as if they do not matter, but then that is not the most important thing. The more important thing is the skills of life that these young ones are getting.
The birth of the multi-skilled Teepreneurship program in Africa, midwife through the Accent Spring Development Initiative with technical and know-how support from Lend a Hand India, is proven to be a game changer on the continent.
Both our countries have very similar kind of problems: poverty, unemployment, and the lack of a culture which promotes skilling as part of education.
MSTP is at the heels of the dire need for providing employment-oriented skills to the development of young people in Africa, with focus on bridging the gap between education and livelihood and addressing the challenges faced by young people in accessing quality and sustainable education. In Africa, the pilot phase of the MSTP is taking off in Ondo State, southwest Nigeria, with the support of the Ondo State government through the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology. One that champions 80% practical and 20% theoretical lessons after careful curriculum mapping in tandem with the environment, culture, and social realities. Multi-skilled Teepreneurship program is giving the students a comprehensive multi-skill educational training as well as career equipping and preparatory knowledge for the future in 4 main areas: workshop and engineering techniques, energy and environment, gardening, nursery and agriculture techniques, food processing techniques, introduction to entrepreneurship, turning skills to enterprises. Piloting this initiative involved careful planning and stakeholders' engagements that witnessed the visit of Lend a Hand India team to Nigeria.
We created a model, we created a pilot, and then the government took in, and now the program is all over India. So I'm looking forward to replicating that experience with the help of your two great Nigerians, and particularly in this state of Ondo, where I learned a little bit that is most enterprising state. It is a state
led by the executive director and founder Sunanda Main. This collaboration with Ondo State government helped to infuse hands-on vocational skills training into school curriculum. In this pilot phase, 9 schools were selected from the 3 senatorial districts of the state, with students from junior secondary school 2 and 3 being beneficiaries. The schools include Manua Memorial Grammar School, Ijuodo, Imade College, Owo, St. Louis Girls Grammar School, Akure, Springtide Secondary School, Igbatoro, Anglican Grammar School, Igbaraoke, Oyenusi Grammar School, Oderele, Greater Tomorrow International Secondary School, Akoko, Boloji Grammar School, Ileoluji, and Independence Grammar School, Ondo, enlisting the cooperation of school principals, parents, Teachers Association, and Hold Students Alumni Association was key. providing requisite training to vocational instructors employed to pass this knowledge to the students was also undertaken. For each of these schools spread across Ondo State, provisions were made for 2 new or renovated workshop space.
Out of about 9 schools that were selected, St. Louis Grammar School happened to be one of them, and the only female school resident in Akure. Others are from different schools. So when the things were brought, we have prepared the grant. Most of the things we were expected to do, we have done it. The commissioner came also to receive the equipment because they were packed in boxes. I think about 10 or thereabout for each school. So they came with all these things, very big truck like that. When they came, we were happy, the children were happy, and since they have installed the program, and I'm happy to even say that even their engineer, Mr. Okorie, is so wonderful. He has passion for the job. You know, it's one thing for you to be asked to instruct. It's another thing for you to have passion for it. He has passion for it, and it is the passion that he has for it that is transferred to the students.
With the MSTP technical know-how and support partner Lahi providing equipment and guide for its installation, vocational instructors were employed, trained and supervised in their delivery in adherence to stipulated guidelines.
Carpenters, they carry wood, right? And they use nail and hammer. They form different shapes. It's who you are sitting on, who made it? Who made the table you are using?
The curriculum has started, and we have done introduction to engineering tools. We've done measurements, and right currently we are taking carpentry. Most of them have not seen most of the tools they are seeing on the display board, and they are excited to lay their hands on them, using them. Some of them have only seen but have not been privileged to use the tools. So they are very happy using the tools and excited about the whole activities taking place in the workshop.
Have you noticed that some of the wood that we use in the picture frame, some of them are laminated? Yes. They are shining, they look as if there has light on them. Yes. Those laminations are done to ensure that the wood that is used to do the frame lasts longer than it should have been. For instance, if you eventually become a medical doctor, you're not an engineer, you will engage a furniture maker one day. But having the knowledge, you'll be able to tell the furniture maker and say, look, this is what I want, because you have the understanding from the first principle, even though you are not one eventually. You could also, being a medical doctor, you could go into furniture business, establish it. You could go into agriculture business, because you have understanding from the grassroots. So that is a good advantage.
Imagine a world where students are encouraged to think outside the box and pursue their passions.
It takes us 2 days to make it. Then, I've not done it before. This is my first time of doing it. The first step we did, we removed the nail from the wood, and we take the measurement 40 centimeters. Then the space is there, 5 centimeters. Then we nail it together and we get our plate rack here,
where they are given the tools and resources to turn their ideas into reality.
My name is Famakiwa Oluwaseye. I am JSS2B, and this is my school. I'm from St. Louis. This is a bench drill bit machine, and before I proceed, I'm in the MSTP workshop, and I would like to tell you about this because this is an bench drill bit machine. It is used to make hole in melters, wood, and some other materials. And if you turn it like this and you put your drill bit under, but you put your key here so you can open it and put your drill bit under, so you make holes on anything. It is the one that make hole on this iron, and you can make holes from any other things.
Our teacher, Ms. Favor, tells us to cooperate together, that it's good to work together, that if we work together, we will achieve a common goal. So in class, we don't used to do all these things, all this carpentry work, but they used to teach us in class about carpentry, but we won't do it like, we will not build anything. But in this workshop, we'll build some of things, and we know how to use the things inside here, some of the things inside here.
I have learned many things, so like this tenor, so I have never seen it before. Like this claw armor, I have never seen it before. I have experienced many things. So I can do many things about. Now I can do something about carpentry. What I want to do with it, I will love to be doing some of our furniture things, like chairs, like table, like stool, and other many things.
A world where anyone, regardless of their background and experience, can become an entrepreneur.
Some of these parents, some have come to my office to insist that their children must join. But we will let them know that we have classes that could join this program. And those parents that their children are taking part in this program, they are so enlightened, and some categorically told us that they want their children to know more about this because of the peculiarity of this area. Most after secondary school, most of them don't further. And I believe by the time they learn this vocation, it will also help them to know what they went back on after secondary school.
The multi-skill Teepreneurship program is like a treasure chest that helps students discover their hidden talents. Across the globe, investing in skills has become vital to countries' growth, economic sustainability, and competitiveness.
One important thing that we have seen is that the program actually makes the students enjoy coming to school. I mean, kids who are part of this program, they tend to be more regular in classes. Kids who are part of this program, they are open to look at skilling, once they get out of school. The other important thing about this program is that because it exposes the student to so many different trades at the same time. He or she is able to make a very informed, educated choice as to what they want to do further when they pass out of this program.
In the past, this program was owned by nobody. It was a government program, and governments of those days supplied equipment to schools. Some of those equipments, didn't have manuals. Some of them couldn't be installed. Of course, there are no vocational education teachers, and some of the vocational halls did not even have electricity, no water supply, and in every sense of it, it was just a routine.
MSTP is changing the narrative in the education sector and is set to upturn economic development in Africa.
I think this is a laudable program because one thing is for you to have the knowledge. How can you practicalize it? We have so many of our engineers, mechanical engineers, that cannot even assemble a car. So I think this will bridge the gap. Once the students now, you see it, you practicalize it. You have the pre-knowledge, the theoretical aspect is there, but the practical aspect is also there. How do you now put this plus this? Even when they go outside there, they'll be able to start up on their own. They become CEOs of companies, they become leaders of organizations. They'll be not looking for job all over. They will now be job creators.
When I am just so I don't have any of this experience, but I am just too now. I can do so, I can do Emma, and I can do all other things. I feel joyous, I feel happiness. I greet them, thank you, because they helped my life, because I never see all these things before.
Thank you, MSTP, thank you, Lai, thank you, the state government, for giving us and our school the privilege, the opportunity to learn more about this and other techniques.
Thank you, the state government, for giving us this experience. MSTP,
MSTP, empowering teens, building future.
We are the leaders of Africa!
Join us on this mission to achieve more.